in my car, wake up in a bar, I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough, I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost, we all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough, I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost, we all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots.
You know what? Hey, you know what? It's showtime. I don't know if you ever. Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight? I'm here tonight again, sharing with you some love with my special guest. I'm gonna bring them up, and it's King Samoan and Ruben Sanchez. Hey guys, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
What's up, King?
King's probably got us on mute. Yeah, he's still on mute, but he's all right. So we just want to let everybody know, we need to get you to 2,000. That would happen. We just need to let everybody know that we are all doing good today. And I slept good. I slept good last night. And how'd you sleep, Ruben?
Good. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago.
Okay. And
Dude,
there
my
goes
mom
King
has
Samoan.
the worst timing. My mom has the worst timing ever. She always calls me like literally like 3 minutes before I'm supposed to get on here. So sorry.
It's okay. You still on the phone with your mom now? Okay. Tonight, Jim Terry is coming on in about 2 hours, so we're gonna have a quick show tonight. We're gonna have a quick show tonight, and we're gonna be just sharing what we share with, like we usually do, to share stories and stuff like that. I should be going home. Okay. I just had a text message, and Jim Terry's, like I said, Jim Terry's going to come on in about 2 hours. he's going to be doing the shower show, I guess. And I'm glad that he's going to do that because everybody needs a shower sometimes, you know. You know, and I was hearing through the grapevine. Salty Pancakes was talking some more smack on everybody today, and I didn't. I just told that person I don't want to hear about it because I'm about being positive, and I want to stay over here on the humble side and be all good here. You know what I mean? And everybody that's in the chat room, Purple Pixie, Emma, BJ, Stage Tech 2, Cluckers, Melissa.
I see Fry J.
Fry J's in the chat room.
Eddie's there.
Leanne's in there. Melissa Moynes is in there. Fast Eddie. How you guys doing, Fast Eddie? And don't get excited. Don't get excited.
Jim's in there too. See?
C2C Dogs, Jim Terry, the one and only Jim Terry. Jim Terry, do you want to the link, Jim Terry? You want a link? You want a link, Jim Terry?
I told Jim he needs to just go to the pilot and ask for any of the donated showers. That way you don't have to pay the $15. Those fucking showers are expensive, man. They're usually between $12 and $15, depending on what travel stop you go to.
It's probably more now. Everything's raised up.
It could be. Very well could be. I
said he'll call in 3 minutes.
A bathroom phobia. Did you guys know that I have a bathroom phobia?
No.
Yeah, really bad one actually. You know what it's from?
What?
From living in Samoa.
Jim Terry, I just sent you the link.
When I lived in Samoa, their bathrooms there are totally different. Like most people shower outside, but they have like roaches and bugs and everything crawling around in your showers, you know. And ever since then, man, I've had a phobia of shower. Like showers gross me out.
Got a call coming in. You're on live. Go ahead. Who is this?
Jim Terry. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I have a phobia too.
We're just coming on here and seeing how everybody's doing today, and doing a part 2 of the children's past lives and stuff like that. And then we're gonna follow you right after my show's over. Follow you where you're what time you're coming on.
Yeah, so listen, I see a Cash App in there from Stage Tech 2. Way to go, Johnny. Very positive. $5 from Stage Tech 2. Stage Tech, obviously, if anybody knows, is somebody who had a very famous dog. Him himself is not famous. I am famous. But what I can tell you is this. At 9:30 Eastern or thereabouts, I will be showering and explaining to everybody, along with Mr. X, how the showers at the truck stop works when you travel. This will be the first time I've ever gone live from outside the studio where you can see where I'm at, proving that I'm not at these studios or anything of this nature. So we'll start there. And somebody brought up earlier that the showers are expensive. They're actually in most places around $17.95. When I first started doing showers traveling on the road, which I didn't even know about, they're about $7. They're almost $17. I remember getting hotels in Vegas for $19.99. But what I do, just to let everybody out there know, is I kind of hang around the showers. And when I see a trucker leave and the door's shutting, I slip into the motherfucker.
Hey, Jim,
that's a good one. What did he say? I couldn't hear him.
Do you shower? Do you shower from bottom up or head down?
I couldn't hear him.
Ruben, you got to speak louder, Ruben.
I said, do you shower from bottom up or head down?
Head down. Well, really, I start in the middle and go out, to be quite honest with you. A lot more dirty things in the center, if you know what I mean. But that's not what this focus is about. This is to educate people and let them know that I'm not sitting in a basement or at my father's business. Me and Mr. X have also today, after talking with law enforcement in Pinellas County and attorneys, have decided that at this point, we've won. We've all won. There's nothing they can do to us. There's nobody that can hurt us. There's no laws that have been broke. There is no avenue that our show isn't succeeding and this show isn't succeeding and all the others. So we're just going to do what you're going to do and kind of just forget all those people. I mean, every once in a while we'll address it if it needs to be addressed. We're not running from anybody. But at this point, we're only helping them by mentioning them. And man, we're talking about people that are absolute low-life pieces of shit, and they have nothing without the Jim Terry channel and networks. There was a little bit of drama last night, though, as the show ended, Sloth. I'm not sure if you saw it. Did you see Stiffy blow a gasket? Is Stiffy in the chat?
I don't see Chiffy in the stat right now, but she did. She came over on my channel, and we all calmed her down. We calmed her down. I see that she was like threatening somebody in the chat room on your show, right?
Well, what happened was, and I want to clear this up, and maybe I'm wrong. You guys tell me. I mean, listen, I could take criticism, but I think she wanted to put up a Cash App for her story. And, I don't want my channel to become sort of, I mean, listen, her husband gets taken by ICE for selling drugs and having 3 felony warrants, and I'm raising money for that? I mean, no. What irritated me, and then listen, I don't give a shit if he's Charles Manson. The part that irritated me is I asked her to go get the rooster. She says, does anybody want to buy the rooster? And then she wouldn't go get it. Being on the show can create a lot of good things for people, just like this show. Now people know that I'm doing the thing after this, and your show, people knew that you were coming there. Now you're monetized. You did it the right way, and now you don't need anybody's help. Some of these people, and this goes back to, of course, many people know I was a pastor for many years at the First Church of Avian Zion in Tyler, Texas. But what I wanted to tell people was, if you give somebody a fish, they'll eat for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime, which is, Johnny, I've taught you how to fish. That's how I look at this. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you, Jim. And you don't even know, every day I wake up and I go, you know what? Before I get, Jim, this channel of mine, ain't because of me. It's because of you and Mr. X, Mrs. T, and everybody else in the chat room and everybody else that's on my panel. It's because of you, Jim, that I am where I'm at today. And I love you for that, bro. And I mean, I can't express myself any more of that, but I really do appreciate you. And I will do, I would fucking do anything you ask me to do to a point.
Well, listen, we might be having you do something on an overpass here very shortly, but we'll get back to that later. What I do want to say is we can give somebody the keys or the tools, but you got to be able to carry it. Don't forget that Outlaw Video TV had the same opportunity months ago, and he couldn't keep an audience. You have enough where you're able to keep an audience, and Ruben Sanchez and King Salmon. I mean, you guys have got a great thing over here. I can only give you the keys to the car. You got to be able to drive it. So don't sell yourself short. You've been able to do a lot of stuff over here, but let's never forget the hand of the Father, the Jesus Christ of the YouTube, one Jim Terry. Definitely. Thank you.
Most definitely. And I will never forget that. As soon as I get Jim, I will always I will always help out if I can. You know that, right?
Well, listen, I'll tell you where this channel takes it to the next level is once you get everything set, you get to those bathhouses, you get out around town. I think that's where you take this thing to the next level because you're able to do that kind of stuff. You and Ruben Sanchez in a gay bathhouse together, I think is exactly what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I'm down.
Ruben said he's down.
Yeah, and they can, do an episode where maybe that some of the men in their shave is back. But what I can tell you is this. You've done a great thing over here. It's because of your own talent. You've been able to take the ball and run with it. And the 2 guys that you got on the show. But let's not forget here in a couple of hours, I will be going live. And now it's a VIP Plus only show. So if you're not a VIP Plus member, you will not be able to do that. But I will let you in on another surprise. Mr. X, so here's how it's going to work, and then I'll let you guys go. You're going to come on, explain how it works. By the way, the shower is like you get your own room. It's not like there's going to be 5 other truckers in there. Right. So what I'll do is go in there, and then when it's time for me to actually take the shower, I will be still talking to everybody, but in order not to get struck or anything. So I was going to do it in a bathing suit, and then I thought about doing it, with just like a fig leaf. But then I decided that we'll just go dark. Mr. X will stay on, but you'll be able to hear me shower. And then what will happen is I'll talk about what I'm soaping up, what's getting washed. Mr. X at the same time has gotten a bucket to be able to wash his feet during the show because his feet are quite filthy. So when I'm done with the shower, I'll come back on. I will be clean, and then we will conclude, and you can do the after show.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I just want to tell you one other thing. I thought about maybe while I'm in the shower. Hold on, before I tell you what I'm going to do to the grand finale of tonight. First of all, let me tell you something that I almost forgot to read. Here it is. James Terry PI Cash App. That's my Cash App, James Terry PI. The other thing I want to say is tonight during the shower, even though you won't be able to see me, I will be touching my butthole.
Well, what do you think about that, guys?
Well, I got one thing to say. Welcome to the circus.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the circus.
Fabulous.
Oh, and stage take 2, thank you for the $5 super sticker. Johnny, stay positive. Yes, sir. I'm always will be. I just want to say thank you again for the super sticker for $5, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Stage Tech 2.
I got some more people in here too, Johnny. Sugar Plum and Tony 801's in here. Tingle Booze, Jack, LNG. Tingle. Got quite a
just me.
People coming in.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what a Tingle Booze is, but
we have 76 in the chat room right now. 76. Hold on, I need to turn my fan off. I need to turn the fan off. It's cold.
Yes, Canada. I don't think anyone's heard from Stiffy. Jim didn't sound like he had either. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
yeah, it didn't sound like it.
Hopefully she's okay. Oh, De-Icer's in here as well.
De-Icer.
I'm seeing some new names.
You know, my thing is, I want to say about this is that, you know, like Jim Terry says, he says, Johnny, he says he likes what he sees going on over here, and you know, and I like it too, and I love everybody that's in here with me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we can only go up from here. You know what I mean?
Well, and it seems like you are going up pretty much daily.
Johnny. We got a Cash App.
I do want to say that I was an altar boy at that Jim Terry church.
Yeah. You were or you weren't?
I was.
No. I don't even.
Thank you for the $5 Cash App. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. I don't want to say your name out loud, but thank you for the Cash App. Who you know who you are, and I don't want to say your name out there and put your name out there. But thank you very much for the $5, and I really appreciate it. And we're all here today, and we're gonna just share some good. Oh, here goes another one. My phone's going off.
Whoa, Johnny. I see Just Me's there. Lacey H is in there. Gold Eagle. Gina X. CDC Dogs.
Nobody missed nobody.
Yeah, everybody's in here tonight, huh? Yeah. So, Johnny, while you're doing that, so I know we wanted to go back to what we were talking about last night before we go off topic. Because we always end up going off topic. I think it just happens. But when you're doing something naturally, not pre-planned and not staged,
right,
it's easy to go off topic, if you know what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I do it all the time because I got ADD and my brain goes every direction. Oh, there's the Idaho Farmer. Yeah.
Idaho Farmer, thank you for the super sticker.
You know, that's one of the guys that actually knew Dylan Rounds and had talked to him.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the best, John. Thank you.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he talked to him and everything.
We got a call coming in. You're on live. Who is this?
Hey, it's me again, Jim Terry.
Hey, Jim.
Listen, you just got a Cash App in there from the Idaho Farmer.
No, it was a super sticker.
A super sticker. Well, listen, Idaho Farmer needs to get a hold of me. I've been trying to reach him for a month. He said that he saw my phone number on a flyer for Dylan Rounds at a gas station or something like that. He brought it up about a month ago. We've been trying to reach him. We've had people emailing him, trying to get in contact with him. Idaho Farmer, if you can hear this, get a hold of me as soon as possible. I'm going to get my number out here, 813-993-2242. I'm going to also put it in the chat. Idaho Farmer, I have got to talk to you. It's very, very important. 813-993-2242. I just got a text, Johnny, and I want to read it to you. It's actually from Mr. X.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he says, tell Johnny I will come on later and I'm playing with my butthole.
You know your show's going to be forever doomed with that.
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
you started it, Johnny. You started that.
How did I start it?
Jim's show and telling everybody, Jim, guess what? I'm playing with my butthole. That's how you started it. Exactly. So
yeah, Idaho Farmer, if you can get a hold of Jim Terry, please. He's been trying to get a hold of you for a month now, and we just put his number up in the chat room for you, Idaho Farmer. And thank you for the super sticker of $1.99. You're the best, John. Thank you very much, and I appreciate that.
Right. Thank you, Idaho Farmer.
Tangle Boss, good to see you in here tonight. The Sea Org. There's the Sea Org. Sea Org.
Just so everybody knows, Johnny's calling your name out. If he messes it up, he doesn't do it on purpose, and he does apologize for it. But I think it's hilarious.
The Icer Dave, how you doing? Where's Nance at? I haven't seen Nance yet. Where's Nance?
I don't think she's real.
Miss Canada, how are you, Miss Canada?
I think just Mike has her kidnapped in the trunk again, so she'll be back.
Yeah, that shit happens an awful lot.
Probably. Really, I think she just has a husband and kids and shit. Be my guess. You know? Hey, nothing wrong with that. Whatever.
Does she really?
I don't know. I know she has a kid. She said she has a mini-me, so that's usually what women call their daughters.
What's up, Campos Tacos? How are you? Campos Tacos in the house. Twin Mama, how are you? All right, so go back and just talk about the topic, King Samoan. Tell us a little bit more about what you were talking about yesterday on children's past lives.
Oh, so the past lives. Well, what I really wanted to do is get Miss T up here because she said she lived that life. And what's her name? Danielle, that's at work right now, but will probably come on later.
Is Miss T in the chat room?
I haven't seen her yet. She might be at work as well too. I don't know. But those are the ones I really wanted to get up and talk about it because, I can talk about the stuff online that I've seen or read or watched about. Not a problem. But I'd really like to know if anybody in here, maybe they could call
Miss Canada, thank you for the super
sticker. If they've ever had a personal experience where like a family member, like a sibling or a family member, a parent, grandparents, or anything that actually lived that type of life, who remember seeing their past life. I don't know if anybody can call in or has had that, but I'd really like to hear somebody else's stories about it. But I can definitely talk about the ones that you were talking about. The ones that I think me and Equalizer talked about the other day about the boy who ended up passing away in the war. He was like a soldier of some sort, and he remembered what war he was in and how he passed away. There was the other kid from India, and most of the ones I was reading about were from a college study. There are a lot of colleges are studying, not a lot of colleges, but a few colleges have studied children and their past lives, right? Is PZ there with you, Johnny?
No, he's not here.
Oh, he's gone still?
Yeah, he's gone still.
Okay. Because he's another one. PZ's another one.
He went to go do paperwork.
Okay.
For the car.
He's another one that's really big into that, huh, John? He's really into that past life stuff, right?
Yeah, that's why he tries to tell me how to say things and like to read it, but I can't read his lip. Like when he's over there behind his computer, and when he's saying something here while I'm doing the show, that's why we're I have to buy some ink for my printer so he can start printing stuff out for me. And I can go over it with over it with notes and stuff. Yeah, and so I can do it like that too, Yeah,
it makes sense. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
This person, Leanne, wants to know: do I look like the guy from the food truck guy on Hawaii 5-0? That big, huge Hawaiian dude. Well, Johnny can answer that because Johnny's seen me. Johnny, am I heavy set or am I skinny?
You're skinny.
Am I tall and skinny?
You're tall and skinny.
There you go. So no, I don't look like that guy.
He looks like Roman.
I do weigh almost 300 pounds, though.
He looks like Roman Reigns.
There you go. Do I not look like that, Johnny?
Yeah.
You don't look Johnny's seen me. He's seen my children. Me and Johnny and Ruben are all extremely close outside of you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know, yes, that's.
And Melissa Moniz, thank you for telling people to smash that like button. Let me push it. We got 40 likes. We got 40 likes now. It helps me with the rather rhythm. What's funny? Oh, Miss Canada, thank you for the $3 cash app. I mean, super sticker. I mean, thank you very much for the super sticker of $3. And you are a big part of this show too. Thank you very much, Canada, Miss Canada. There she is. Nance is in the house. Nance is in the house. Hey, Nance, how are you? Nance, you need to call in. We need to hear your voice one more time, okay?
Eddie said he's 5'2", 392. That's a big boy. That sounds like one of my uncles or cousins.
Cash app. Here comes another cash app. Here comes another cash app. Emma, $5. I love for the love of your show. I love your lives. Thank you Johnny, so much, Emma. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and finish. Sorry.
Thank you, Emma, so much. I appreciate that. And you guys are really, really cool with me, and I appreciate that. And
Johnny, you even know what size shoe I wear, don't you?
Yeah, he wears a size 18.
You can show the picture just to prove people. I really do wear a size 18. Yeah, I do. You're right. Which sucks. It's not cool thing. It's not a good thing. And I feel sorry for all my kids because they all got the same feet as me. And they all got big ass clown feet or skis or whatever the hell you want to call
them. They got them Ronald McDonald feet and shit.
Hello?
Hello?
I guess we lost him.
You lost him?
Yeah.
Dang. It's that multiverse, man. It should be.
Yeah, I know, right?
Snatch me up a couple
Sorry,
times.
I'm still on the road and I'm here with a bunch of family members still, and I heard somebody getting into my shit outside, so I had to see what it was. It was one of my little cousins. A little dude was stealing my Gatorade out of my outdoor kitchen.
Hey, King Samoan. Yeah. Campos Taco says the wifey was lucky.
The wifey was lucky. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Seor wrote 18 question mark.
I look at her wrong and she would get pregnant, so I wouldn't say that's lucky. Because I'm one of those guys that has extremely fertile. Is that not what they say?
Yeah.
So every one of my kids was one and done. Except for the last one. My last child, my fourth one wasn't planned. That was, I don't drink alcohol. And she got me drunk on alcohol. And next thing I know, I'm getting, I'm pregnant on my birthday. Yep. It was my birthday.
That's how today's?
No. When I got hit with the news that she was pregnant again.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to see something?
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Moniz is doing something special for me. She's doing my family tree for me. And look at this right here. There's my family tree. Look how big it is. You see it?
Yeah, I do see it.
It goes all the way down.
Oh, shit.
Goes all the way down. A lot of people.
Off of ancestry.com or whatever?
No, I think she's doing it off of Melissa. Where's that off of a family tree or ancestors? She'll tell me right now.
Yeah, Eddie, I did. I didn't see your advice on the hot sauce. Sorry. I was, like I said, I had to step away for a second because I heard somebody going through my shit outside. But he tried to hide it when I caught him. He had it in his hand and he tried to hide it behind his back like I didn't see what he was getting. But the only thing out there in that kitchen is that there's an outdoor kitchen on my trailer. It's got a fridge and a stove and all that.
Yeah.
And the fridge in there has all the sodas and stuff that just sit in there because I don't really drink much soda. But it has Gatorades and sodas in it. So I told him a few days ago, that he could have one. And ever since then, he's been sneaking in there when I'm not listening and getting himself because I noticed all the sodas are disappearing too.
You know what, Leanne? No, I have not talked to my mom yet, Leanne. No, I have not talked to my mom yet. When I'm getting there to get ready though. I'm getting ready to talk to her soon. I just don't want to be all sad and heartbroken no more.
To let Nance know, Nance is asking about her ancestry from Mexico. Nance, the Mormon Church does genealogy all over the world. and that's actually who sold that whole stuff, the genealogy stuff, to Ancestry. So yes, you could check your genealogy from anywhere in the world, as long as it's been put in there, because not everybody's information's been put in there. But you could definitely check Mexico. You'd probably have pretty good luck with Mexico though, because it's right next to the U.S. But yeah, you can check all over the world if they have it on.
Hello, Miss Chanel. How are you? She said hello to all three of us. Chanel did.
Hi, Chanel.
Hello.
Good to see you tonight. But you can check your genealogy. Not only can you check your genealogy, it'll also tell you if you have any blood relation to anybody famous or past kings or queens. They go really in depth with it as well. I've seen it personally on like I said, a bunch of my family are still Mormons, so I've seen a bunch of them like that. They're really big into that stuff. The genealogy. It's interesting to see where your family came from, though. Like I said, like my mom, she's native, and she's 30% African, and the rest is native with a little bit of I don't know what they would call that, Andes mountain region. What is that? Aztec, Mayan, one of those?
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be considered, but yeah. So a lot of people were surprised that they find out my mom was 30% black, straight from Africa. I agree, Nance. It is interesting.
I think when it boils
I even
down
have 5%.
Two DNAs.
Well, I have 5% Tongan as well, and my family doesn't have any Tongan members in it, but I still have 5% Tongan blood. Just goes to show you, with Tongan and Samoa being so close together, at one point they were battling at war with each other for who knows how long, but obviously the bloodlines have gone mixed back and forth sometime. But that whole thing's interesting, man. Your DNA. Johnny, do you ever do that? Like your DNA thing where you send it in and they tell you? I don't know how accurate it is, but...
No, I haven't ever done that at all.
You'd have to try that. See where your family comes from, your lineage.
Emma wrote, true story. When I was a toddler to middle school, I would have nightmares for 4 years and years about my death and my past life. My mom finally took me to get resented it, and all went. Emma, I did see that Cash App. Thank you, Emma. Thank you for the Cash App for the $5.
Yeah, Emma, why don't you call in and tell us about that?
Hey, Emma. Yeah, Emma.
Tell that story.
Yeah, Emma. You want to call in, Emma?
Johnny, when I was a kid, though, I used to have a dream all the time that I was flying off a cliff in a vehicle. Yeah, I still think I'm showing my own passing away of this life, but when I was a kid, I had that recurring dream all the time.
Dude, that's so funny.
I was on a mountain and I flew off in a car off the side.
That's so funny, King. Did you hear me say about the me going on a Greyhound bus and we're going off the cliff? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. That dude, and tell me if I'm right or wrong. When you're going off of a cliff, your whole body's just like feels weird, like you're feeling a rush, and you're just trying to get your body's like.
I can't go on roller coasters and shit, Johnny, because of that feeling. Because I had that dream so bad, like that in your stomach feeling that you're describing.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, right?
Right.
Like that adrenaline rush. Yeah, I don't go on roller coasters, skydiving, all that shit, man, because of that feeling. Like the feeling of falling. I hate that feeling. And that's what it does, when you drop off a roller coaster.
When I was in Greece, we went to the island of Santorini, and there's there's 3 ways of getting to the to the top. Is that, I don't know if anybody knows about the island of Santorini, but when you get there to the port, you could take the bus, which goes up, and it has those wild turns and shit until you get up there. You could take this tram type thing that goes up there on these cables, or you could do the donkey walk. You rent a donkey and it takes you up there. Well, we went on the bus, and I have to fucking say, that dude was amazing. I mean, these fucking corners were like, whenever he would turn, I shit you not, like I would look down and it would just be straight down. Like I'm like, we're not even on the freaking road anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought we was gonna die, but no, he made it up there, made it back down.
Yeah, no, that whole feeling of falling. I used to have dreams too that I was like I would be up on a balloon, like a hot air balloon, and then I would just fall and fall and fall for my whole dream. And I think that's really what gave me the fear. And I shouldn't say fear because I'd do it if I had to, but I like my kids all love roller coasters. Luckily, their mom loves them too, so I don't have to go. They've got me on a couple of them, man, and it is not fun. Like I went on that Batman ride and the Superman ride at Six Flags there in California. I don't see how people think that shit's fun, man.
I only went on that Batman one once.
Dude, that Batman one was horrible. You go like 4 Gs in 60 seconds and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know, man.
I was a bitch when I went on that shit too.
I was too. You didn't do Superman? The one that goes shoots straight up in the eye or in the sky and then comes back down? No. Dude, that one was even scarier. The Batman one just didn't fun because you're getting jerked around in every direction while you're hanging, by your strap things.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called. I guess there is a seat below though, but you don't really sit on it, do you? Aren't you hanging from the shoulder things? Kinda.
Something like that. No, you're sitting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a little seat there below you, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the Batman, the Superman one was the worst though. Like how you go straight up in the sky, and then come back down. That was not fun to me. I don't see how people think that's fun. I guess it's the rush, that feeling of, that in your stomach feeling. But man, I used to have dreams as a kid like that all the time, and it's not enjoyable.
The only thing I want in my stomach is food, so I don't want no twirly birds and shit like that.
Hey guys, you want to see something cool? You guys want to see something cool? This is Melissa Monize's. This is Melissa Monize's. Sorry for getting off topic for a minute. But I'll show her this picture. But this is her dad's dragster right here. Look at that.
Oh, her dad has a dragster.
Look at that. Can you see it?
I can't see it. No, glare. Get closer.
How about now?
No, over.
Over. Can you see it now?
A little bit.
Hold on.
What is that? It looks like a little gremlin or something.
It's a funny car. It's a funny car. Can you guys see it now? No, you can't see it. The glare. How about now? Can you see it now?
Back up. Right there. Yeah, we can see it.
Right there.
Dude, that's
her dad's car right there. And he got a reward. He got a reward for it. And he got a reward for it. It's a 1972 Chevy Vega.
Dude, I love that shit, man. Going fast in cars. That's a rush I like. That's not like falling rush. It is similar, but that adrenaline from going fast in a car like that, absolutely.
Right. It's a 582. Where'd it go? 582 Chevy Big Block.
Yeah, that's a big motor.
Yeah, it's a big motor.
That is for that small Vega. It is.
I had a 2001 Honda CBR 929, and that thing was fucking pretty bad. You know what I mean? But these roads out here suck.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. It was just showing how it got up out of the air for a minute. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it probably had wheelie bars on it to keep it from flipping. But yeah, that does a lot of damage to those cars, though, Johnny, when they pop wheelies like that. Because a lot of times people, unless they're really good, they can't really ride that wheelie down. And some people they end up riding that wheelie up high and then just slamming down on the asphalt or concrete. Messes up a lot of shit underneath. But that's badass that her dad does that. I'm really into that shit, like drag racing, street racing. I was really big into it in my younger years. Remember I told you I went and watched Fast and the Furious movie the first time? Hopped in my fucking Honda Hoopty and thought I was in the movie.
Yeah. Hey, King Samoan and her dad, her dad is 72 years old and he still does that.
That's badass, man.
He got a reward for. He got a reward. I'm not going to show her dad. I'm not going to show her dad out. Put her dad out there. But the picture. There was a picture above it of that race car, and he had a big old reward for it. He got a big old reward for it.
Nice.
on his 50
Yeah, that's badass.
Racing
What kind of racing is that? Does he do? Is it bracket racing or is it
drag racing?
Well, I know that, but what kind of drag racing is it? Bracket
Funny car
or non-bracket? What is it? No.
He just says right here.
I'd like to know.
It says right here. He just won the points championship in the racer of the year.
Oh, he raced
on his 50th on his 50th year of racing. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
He just won the points championship racer of the year for his 50th year of racing championship. Yeah.
Chanel says street race. I thought everybody wanted to be a street racer after the Fast and Furious movies came out. Was that just me? I swear everybody in my neck of the woods thought they were on the movie after that. You know, that people started buying those big ass 5-foot wings for the back of their 97 Honda Accord, and you know what I mean? I actually
got a super sticker.
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay, Seorg says just sent me a super sticker. Johnny, please say "Get in the flash, little Nicky." Okay, I'll do that for you. Get in the flash, little Nicky. Get in the flash, little Nicky.
No, you know the fastest car I had was a little Honda, an Acura Integra, the Type R one. I had a Type R Integra, and I had put a turbo. I put a lot of money in that car, and then I ended up selling it to go to college.
King Samoan, get in the flask. Get in the flask, King Samoan. Get in the flask.
I don't know what the hell you're even talking about. Flask.
From Little Nicky. You never saw Little Nicky?
Yeah, I did.
You never see Little Nicky? Hey, so Jim Terry's coming on at 9 something. What time is that? 7 o'clock?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see it pop up. Chanel, yeah, I do watch the Street Outlaws. I'm big into that show. But those guys, the original start of creepy. The original start of Street Outlaws, those guys were real street racers, but now they're all sponsored. These guys got fucking 900 cubic inch motors. You know, they got $1 million race car out there on the street. So
right.
You know, a lot of
I am so fabulous. I'm so fabulous. If anybody wants to call Johnny, please give him a call at 562-612-9302. Thank you and have a nice day.
Just Me had an 86 Grand National. That's a beautiful car.
Huh.
I love cars, man. I'm a big car and truck person. I always have been.
My cousin down in
I said, I still got my first car.
He's doing trying to bring back the lowriders down in Norco.
So if Jim Terry comes, excuse me, sorry, Ruben, for cutting you off. Oh, sorry for cutting you off, Ruben. Oh, Florida, here's Jim. Oh, he hung up on me. So if he comes on at 9:30, that means he comes on at 7:30, right?
No, he said 9:30 Pacific.
9:30 Eastern.
Nick Malone, I think all those old cars are high as hell priced now.
You're on live.
They are.
Hello.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when all these individuals were racing these fucking tricked out cars. People were putting $60,000 worth of rims and fucking paint jobs on fucking Dodge Neons.
That was right.
So what I did, I remember one time there was this little area out in Florida many, many years ago, and they would race out there in the middle of nowhere, people all over the place. You know, so me and Mr. X go out there one night, and we decided that we'll go hang out on the other side of the fence and kind of watch. So we got the idea that we took one of my sister's old tricycles and put a Cabbage Patch doll on it, ran fishing line across the track, so when they raced at the very end, we pulled the tricycle out in the middle of the fucking track. Let me tell you something. You haven't seen chaos like you have when somebody pulls a bicycle in the middle of a fucking drag racing strip as the cars are approaching the finish line. Let's just say that night we won. That's how I look at it. By the way, have you guys ever seen the deleted scenes or the alternate ending in the original Fast and the Furious?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Mr. X had the same agent at one time as Mark Vincent. Mark Vincent is Vin Diesel's real name. And by the way, he's a gay dude, 100%. It's another whole story. But long story short, they had the same agent, and there's an alternate ending. You guys have never seen the alternate ending in the first movie?
No.
Vin Diesel starts playing with Paul Walker's butthole and
going. Look at Jim. Oh, yeah. You know, Vin Diesel did have a really good movie that he actually was a good actor in, though. Have you guys ever seen Find Me Guilty?
What is it?
Have you ever seen that? It wasn't a very popular movie. It's called Find Me Guilty.
No.
It's about how they had all the mobsters get racketeering charges, and he represents himself. I think it might even loosely be based on a real show or a real person, I think.
Oh, no shit.
You've never heard of it?
No, I never heard of that.
You'll have to watch it, dude. He actually is a good actor from that movie. You know, I didn't think he was a really good actor before, other than like those action-packed movies, you know, he does good in. This one's totally different, man.
Right.
He actually has to act in it. Yeah.
Hey, King, I want to introduce somebody real quick, okay?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and get ready for Arkansas. Doom, 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 doom. Arkansas, how you doing?
Fantastic intro.
What's up, Arkansas?
Yeah, you're welcome. So what happened to what happened to you? I can hear you. What happened to you? Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to keep doing that. I don't have my headset on because I'm holding this dang baby that got dropped off on me again. Anyway.
Are you letting a baby out in the toilet, Arkansas?
Yes.
You sound like you're letting a baby out in the toilet.
Yes, that's how we do it. That's how we keep them.
Just making sure.
That's where we give them naps. Just playing. You talking about what
How
happened?
How you doing today, Arkansas?
I'm all right. I'm just
what happened?
tired. It's really.
Were you having a panic attack?
I mean, I was pissed off, pretty much, basically.
I know, but who on YouTube got you that triggered? Because you're usually not that person.
It was a whole bunch of people. No, it was just it was some stupid. It's really some dumb. Like, I don't get into drama ever. And all the time I've been on all these channels, and I don't like being involved in drama. And got into some back drama on a damn channel, and I don't like it anyway. And they had me fired up. So when I got over there, little idiot then took away all the mods are gone, and all this over some little girl. Anyway, it's over some girl that's instigating in the back, private chats and stupid shit like that I don't do. I don't like that, behind the scenes gossiping crap or whatever. I don't know. It's just some dumb. It was a bunch of stuff that made me mad. People was pissing me off in the chat too because it's a little squad of them over there that she done got to liking the creator or something, personally. I don't know. So she done caused the little ruckus over there. And it just made me mad because we've been modding for that person for like 4,000 in chat at a time for a year straight, Yeah. And then he don't even tell nobody. We go over there, everybody's work. There's no mods. And then he's got it where you got to pay like upgrade just to chat, on a live. And
that's what happens when money gets to people's heads. They think
I'm talking about like for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really ridiculous, really.
People. Money changes a lot of people, Arkansas, unfortunately.
Well, Arkansas, you're always welcome over. You're always welcome over here as well. As well.
Thank you. I mean, it made me feel like I couldn't wait to come over here because people are genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like when I say modding, it's real modding over there. When there's 4,000 flowing through a chat at a time, you know what I mean?
Right. I'm sure it's just.
You really got to work at it. And you're doing it for free anyway, and you got a bunch of haters, you know what I mean? So we over there just constantly, you know what I mean? And to just be unappreciative or something, I really don't know. It was just kind of I don't know. People was talking about we was crying over losing a wrench. I got 7 wrenches, you know what I mean? I don't need that. It ain't nothing to do with that. It's just the principle of it.
Well, the nice thing about over here, Arkansas, is we don't care who comes in here. We get along with anybody, everybody. As long as you respect Johnny's rules, you stay positive, you bring the positive energy over here, we're cool with you. I don't really care who it is.
I mean, that's the
I'm
thing.
sure.
I've never ever been
Me
involved
neither.
in anything on any of this stuff because I don't talk to people outside of the lives and get personal. You know what I mean?
I just
Right.
talked to you yesterday. What are you talking about?
I
Yeah,
mean, you
what
want
the
you
hell?
won't even talk to me on the live. So what are
You
you
sent me
talking?
nudes to my email yesterday, Arkansas.
Yeah, I
I
What
won't
tried
the
let you
reaching
hell?
have
out
your
to you.
emails. Y'all don't have nothing to do with me.
Oh,
I tried reaching out to you in the chat, and
It's the
then
man pod over here.
I was like, "Hey, what got you so upset?" And then you bounced.
Every time I get on here, you leave, Ruben. What you mean, scary?
Roll call. Hello, Jim.
get him, Arkansas. Get him.
Hey, who's on the panel? Who's this broad?
It's Arkansas.
That's Arkansas?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She sounds like a black chick. What's going on with Arkansas? All of a sudden she got fucking ghetto? What happened?
I've been ghetto. Where he been?
She's backwoods.
She's
What the fuck? That's really Arkansas?
Yep.
Yep, that's her.
Hey, I heard what she was saying about people. They were like an upgrade just to chat. Is that true?
His highest tier to chat is 99.99. What kind of show does he think he's got?
Oh, who was that?
Dolly.
Dolly Vision, the guy that looks like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, he's got it where he's got different tiers where he can shadow.
You know what I want to do? I want to have a smoke off with that guy. I heard that guy smokes a lot of weed, man. I'd love that.
That's all he does. That's all he does. Yeah, he looks like he looks very unhealthy. He looks like he hasn't showered in a month. Speaking of showers, in about an hour I'll be going live on Jim Terry VIP Plus. By the way, it's $6.99 a month. But if you're in there on the $6.99 a month, that's the only way to chat. Thank you.
Are we going to see a shower or no?
Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to black it out when Mr. X talks about it. He came on and talked about it earlier a few minutes ago.
Black it out? What do you mean black it out?
The screen's going to be off. We'll just be able to hear him, and he's going to tell everybody what he's watching. So for all you ladies and gay guys out there,
we need to see something. We want to see them
VIP
legs.
Plus is where to go.
I want to see them Jim Terry legs. No, I'm just playing.
Well, tell that guy Dolly he needs to step his game up, get some of this weed that we have on the West Coast.
Man,
and he won't be smoking all day.
I don't talk to him like this.
Oh, you don't?
I ain't gonna tell him nothing.
I'll tell him.
Don't know what you got.
What's his phone number? I'll call him right now and tell him. You have his phone number? I'll call him right now and tell him.
I sure
Dolly, you step that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this real quick, ladies and gentlemen, can I get your attention, please? I am coming back on after Jim goes off. So after Jim gets done with his little shower and everything, Mr. X is done, we're going to come back over here and we're going to talk about it. Okay.
Talk about him showering?
No, we're just going to talk about, we're just going to come up over here and talk about anything that anybody wants to talk about.
Word.
Well, I think we kind of do that anyways. We get off track so far, and that's partly my fault because I got ADD from hell.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people probably didn't want to talk about that topic really too much, King, because a lot of people. Because
I was gonna debunk that real quick.
Go ahead, Ruben. Say it.
Debunk
guys,
what?
But Ruben, you guys speak a little bit louder. Ruben, speak a little bit louder on it.
No, that's right. I don't want to offend people.
No, you won't offend nobody. Everybody gets.
I think it's just debating them, honestly, Ruben, because I'd like to hear your side of it, because I know you're, I wouldn't say against that stuff. You're just, you believe something different, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing, because I'm a believer.
Right. For me, it's, I wouldn't say that these children's lived, or anybody lived past lives or anything like that. I don't believe like your soul can just go into another thing. Your soul doesn't belong to you, it belongs to God. That's who gave you a soul. And I don't believe in this reincarnation stuff, because then that would make Christ's reincarnation null and void. It would make it like not worth anything.
Oh, you're talking about when he rose from the dead, right?
Right.
After so many days and carried the cross and all that. Yeah.
He rose 3 days, and then I think it was Mary Magdalene that saw him first, and he was like, "Go get my peeps. let them know I'm here. They came.
Well,
they didn't recognize him. He spoke. They recognized him. Told him what's up. Then he ascended to heaven.
and a lot of people believe that. It looks like in the chat, a lot of people are with you on that, Ruben. Well, and I'll come from the other side and say, well, what about, there's many, many religions way older than Christianity who believe that in reincarnation. You know what I mean? And they've all had some sort of Jesus type figure, not necessarily named Jesus, but you know what I mean? Somebody,
Right.
you know, like Buddha and so on and so forth. So, you know, that whole aspect of it, I feel personally that there's things outside of what my brain and what I can think going on in this world. You know, things that are way beyond normal.
Right.
I guess
I believe that most def.
So,
I'm just, you know,
right.
saying that like the soul, you know what I mean? If somebody's gonna say, like, you know, if I die, you know what I mean? I know my soul ain't gonna, like, you know, go into something else. You know what I mean? I know it's either, you know, I go up to judgment and Christ is probably gonna be like, yeah. There's a weight limit here, so get out.
Well, you know, Ruben, it goes back to that whole thing, like I said before for days, is, you know, challenge the comment and not the person, you know.
Right.
It's
right.
It's at the end of the day, I listen to how you come about it, and I totally understand you. I don't necessarily agree with everything, but I don't attack anybody. I don't, you know, it's your point of view. That's you. You know what I mean? That's you. That's how you are. And I like hearing somebody who has an opposite thought that I do on some subject, depending on what it is. You know, I'm not the type of person that attacks somebody because they think differently.
Right. And, you
because
know,
a lot of my family members think totally different than I do.
And I don't mind, like, people, you know what I mean? They have their beliefs, you know what I mean? Their tarots, all that other stuff.
Right.
But sometimes I'm like, well, if you really believe in that stuff, you know what I mean? Then try and challenge yourselves and see if it really becomes, you know, real or true or accurate, you know what I mean? And,
yeah,
you know, it's like one of the things where it's like, yeah, you're either on spot or you're not. But if you're not on spot every time, then it's probably not that real.
Ruben got the same Bible as me, where he said, "Go get my peeps."
Go get my peeps. You know, I've never read the Bible. I never read any of that. Never read any Bibles, Book of Mormons. You know what I did read, though, believe it or not, and this might sound weird to people, but I did read, what's it called? Hitler's book. The
Third Reich.
Yeah, the Third Reich one. Yeah.
Wow,
you
really?
know, where he was in jail, and yeah, I really have, actually.
I didn't read the Bible, but I read Hitler's book.
Let me go ahead and read the super sticker real quick. Super sticker, $2.
I wanted to see what caused him to become what he was.
Super sticker, King Samoan at $2. Thank you all for supporting Johnny Yarbrough. Thank you, King Samoan. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, BJ, it's Mein Kampf. Well, and I read it. You know why I read it? Because a lot of people don't realize that the Germans occupied Samoa all the way up until the late 20s. But the reason I wanted to read it is because people don't know that, you know, Hitler was the man of the year or whatever in Time magazine or People magazine or whatever the hell it was back then. And I wanted to see what created the monster, so to speak. So understanding and reading that book, I wanted to see, you know, what really drew the hatred for other people. You know, because the hatred he had was unbelievable.
What did you come up with? Him being half Jew.
Right.
I believe his brother was half Jew, and he wanted to be a painter, an artist or something.
Right. Well, and what really drew it was when he was sitting in jail cells. He sat in jail cells a few times in his younger years. I think it was in Austria or somewhere, you know, because he was sent to the small village, I believe in Austria, with his mom. You know, and later on in his years, and I don't want to get too much into Hitler because he's a horrible guy, but yeah, the jail cells and his hatred for other people and thinking that his they weren't even his people. That's the thing, is the blonde hair, blue eyes,
Right.
Caucasian person was
Yeah.
you know, the ultimate human, so to speak.
Right.
So the sad thing is, he wasn't even that person, like you said.
Johnny,
get right.
Yeah.
Johnny,
Fire's
Mr.
coming.
X is asking for a link.
Okay, I've already sent it to you, Mr. X. I already sent it to you, but I'll send it to you again.
But I love reading. I still read. I've always been a bookworm my whole life. I constantly read things,
Me too.
whether it's hard book or on the internet. But I just got to learn all the time. I just like to read daily.
Me too.
Right.
Me too. You should
I
always fill
like
your mind
things.
with knowledge.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's it.
Well, have you guys ever read like the 48 Laws of Power? I listened to that on audiobook. That one's a really good one as well. You know, it more or less breaks down the laws of power and how you can apply them or how people apply them. Have you guys ever heard of that book?
Yeah, are you trying to take over the world, Pinky?
I read
The world.
The Art of War. That's
The Art of War. Right.
You know?
Sun Tzu. He was deep, man. Yeah, he was really deep. I listened to that on audiobook actually, because I listened to a lot of books like to go to sleep. Like recently I've listened to the book by David Goggins. You guys ever heard David Goggins or who that is? He's the guy that became a Navy SEAL, and he joined a bunch of branches of the elite military. He's really big into those ultra marathons. He's a motivational dude now, but yeah, he's really big into motivation now. But yeah, he was in the military, did a whole bunch of things, Navy SEAL and all a bunch of other shit. But yeah, he's another good dude to listen, and I've been listening to his book quite a bit here lately because he always motivates me listening to him. You know, he's the type of dude who's like,
Johnny, are you reading the chat?
You know what? You need to get your ass up off the couch and fucking do something.
Yeah, I am, dude.
Right. Mr. X said send it to X email.
I know, but what's the full at what? Gmail.com?
I don't know. Yeah, let me see if I can do it.
Johnny, you should listen to more David Goggins. I think you'd really like him. He's extremely motivational and inspirational in what he does. You know, he doesn't bullshit around the bush about it.
Yeah.
I don't have your email, Mr. X, at all.
I'll do it.
Oh, you do it? All right.
Yeah. Georg's right. Goggins is a beast, man. That guy's mind, it's unbelievable how he's trained his mind to do shit that everybody in the world said he couldn't do. He's the type of dude who says you can't do it. He's going to prove you wrong, and he'll keep trying until he does. And you'll have to. In fact, Johnny, maybe I can send you that audio book. I have it. I bought it forever ago.
Okay.
That way you don't have to pay for it. I'll see if I can send it to you.
Okay.
But I think you'd really like it. It's about 13, 14 hours long, though. You don't have to listen to it all at once. Like I said, I listen to it while I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, CDC Dog says dangerous in wrong hands.
Right. So is Sun Tzu.
Right. Well, the reason why I read the 48 Laws of Power is because it's crazy and it's mind-boggling to me how people can
Hello.
Words they speak and the confidence that
What's
they
up,
have.
Mr. X?
Damn, I sent it to him.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Dana, Nicole, we can see you. What are your questions?
Where's
We can get
Dana?
them to Johnny.
Oh, there she is. Hello, Dana.
Hi, Toe Jam. Good to see you.
I like listening to the old stuff like David Goddard. I'm probably not saying his name right at all, but where it's just like, it's kind of like not really the laws of the, universal laws and stuff, but basically it's all kinds of stuff anyway, but it's old school. It's some old school stuff.
You know, have you guys ever heard of Edgar Gacy? You know who that is?
That sounds familiar.
Well, Edgar Casey was a prediction.
Is that John Gacy's brother?
No. Edgar Casey he actually ended up, I think they have all his readings, but he was one of those prophecy predictors that even the government started using him because he was predicting things that hadn't happened yet. You'll have to look him up. He was old. It was a long time ago, but he some of the shit he predicted, and he would go into a trance, like he'd go into a dream state, and then he would just start talking in his dreams, and people started recording it, and the shit he was saying, they called him the sleeping prophet. That was his name, because as he slept, he would dream things that would come to fruition. They would become real. And those, he was like a Nostradamus, but he is better, even better than Nostradamus. They got tons and tons of hours on him. The government, I think, took and hid a lot of his the things that he was reading or talking about in his dreams or his sleep. I'm pretty sure the government took a lot of his readings and hid them, but that's another person you'll have to check into. It's crazy. They got a lot of documentaries about Edgar, and his last name's Casey, Cayce. So Edgar, Edgar, last name Cayce. So if anybody ever feels like checking it out, it's pretty interesting as well. He goes into lots of different things. You know, he predicts tons of things. So coming from your point of view, somebody like that, Ruben, would that be considered a evil person because he see that? Because it's not like something he asked for. They kind of found it on accident where he would sleep and these things would come to fruition, what he saw.
So like in scriptures, right? And this, I'm just basing like what scriptures says. So in scripture it says, for those who prophesy in God's name, speaking of people who want to tell the future of things to come, and they try to say, oh, the Lord told me that this is going to happen, blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't happen. Take that person outside the city walls and kill him. Because obviously, the Spirit of the Lord didn't tell that person, whatever he said.
Take him out.
Well, and Eddie says he's consulting with demons, but is it demons or angels or both, or who knows? It's not like he could control what he saw. He saw what he saw.
I can't, speak on that too much because, yes, I believe that there are angels that are messengers. And some people might debate and say, well, oh, you know what? That doesn't happen anymore. You know what I mean? Just like people don't have gifts anymore. Because back in the days, people had gifts and whatnot. I believe that stuff still happens.
You know what it is, Ruben? Is we don't slow down long enough to see some things, and we're so used to all this fast living world and all this
go,
all this advancements that we don't even recognize them. We just got so
we turn our blinders on,
Right.
And,
well, I think let me ask so much doubt.
Hold on, Ruben. Let me break up real quick, just because Dana Nicole asked a question to Johnny, and I don't think he saw it. She wants to know when Blue Diamond's birthday bash is, if it's this Sunday, and what kind of black Santa are you looking for, Johnny?
It's a Sunday. It's this Sunday. We're doing her birthday bash. And what else? What's the next question?
What kind of black Santa are you looking for?
I wasn't looking for a black Santa.
Oh, I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. Somebody's looking for black Santa. Sorry, Ruben.
Got a phone call coming in. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Who is it, Johnny?
Who would it be?
It's for my appointment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this one sounds serious.
Okay. Just to let you know, your appointment is tomorrow at 3 p.m. We will be inserting an instrument up your anus cavity. Please be prepared with lube and jelly. Thank you. Is that what it said?
Did you say jelly?
Don't be getting excited over there, Arkansas. You heard some jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to this lady real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. CDC dogs. Sean Ryan interviewed David Goggins. Yes, he did. There's a few of them a few people have interviewed him. Some of them are usually really long though, like 2, 3, 4, 5 hour long interviews, just because David Goggins has such a long story. But yes, he was another one that did. I'm trying to think. There was a really long one that I liked, and I can't remember the YouTube channel that did it. But he's done a ton of them. So just to let you know, he's one of the guys I listen to the most when I'm down and I really need that motivation to get up and grind again.
Yeah.
You know, because even I have shitty days, you know, unfortunately, I think we all do. But
you ever heard of Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
What is? I don't know. It sounds familiar. I thought that was a dude that killed his wife.
He's a professor, a psychologist from Canada.
Oh yeah, no, I've never heard of him.
No Canadians. No, I'm just playing.
Huh?
I'm just joking.
What was that?
I said we can't be listening to them Canadians, but I was just.
Oh, joking. This dude is, for one, like super highly intelligent, but
what's
also
his first name?
Kind of down. Jordan.
What does he talk about? Is he just a motivational speaker as well?
No,
a psychologist or psychiatrist.
He got his, I guess, notoriety really from, I guess, Canada was gonna make that the L's to the B's to the G's and Z's and D's,
right.
The language law, like you had to go by their, what is it called, pronouns or whatever the fuck they call it.
Mm-hmm.
A law, you know what I mean? So, you know, he's all about free speech and shit, you know? So he was like, nah, I ain't gonna fucking do that shit. So then it became something like people were thinking that he was hating on the L's and the G's and the B's. And he's like, I never fucking said that shit, you know? I said, I am against making it law that I have to use these pronouns. So,
hey guys, I just got a very important. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just got a very important text message, and I don't know if you guys know who Boogie is in the chat room. She wants us to pray for her brother, because her brother's got some kidney failure going on right now. So if we can please keep her in all of our prayers, that'll be great.
Yes, absolutely.
Will do.
Maddie, how you doing, Maddie? Nice to see you, Maddie, in the chat room. Yeah, mine's over, Matter. Phone lines are open. You can give me a call at 562-612-9302. You guys can give me a call.
Easy.
I was thinking of Scott Peterson. They said in the chat, not that Jordan Peterson. Sorry.
Hey, sorry guys for interrupting.
No, you're good.
Jordan.
I'm gonna have to check out Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He's a psychology professor.
Right. Okay. So then, like, you know what I mean? You got this notoriety and shit, and kind of started off, you know, people attacking him and stuff. And then he would go on these shows and people would try and, you know, debate him, whatever. And this dude, it's like what I say about, you know, JT, Mr. X. People take things that they say, they take certain words out and insert certain words, and it fucking changes the whole, you know.
Yeah, to fit their narrative.
Right. Well, that's what people would try to do with Jordan Peterson, right? And he'd be like, no, that's not what I said. And the thing with him is, like, he thinks about what he's going to say before he even says it. So, you know, people cannot, you know, change his shit up and be like, well, so what you're saying is this and this and this. And he's like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is exactly what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But people always try to flip the script and all this bullshit. And it's actually quite funny because people end up making themselves really look like jackasses.
Did y'all know Guidance was on? I just noticed that. I just
noticed that, a little bit ago as well.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's totally off topic, but you know, Mr. X was talking about the other day how he hates chicks with tattoos and shit. You know, one of the chicks I follow on YouTube is Lacey Blair. Anybody know who that is?
Isn't she in our chat?
LB Motorsports? No, that's Lacey H. No, Lacey Blair is a YouTube chick who's really big into big diesel trucks, and she was actually part of the Heavy D Sparks crew for a long time, for a year or so, and then she went off on her own and started LB Motorsports. But I'll tell you what, man, that chick, God, she's got tattoos all over. She's fucking smoking hot. I don't care what anybody says.
Blonde.
You look, yep. You look at her and you can't tell me she don't look hot as hell with them tattoos on. They're not like trashy ones.
I'm looking at her. I don't see no tattoos.
Or she's got a whole sleeve on her arm.
Not none of the ones I'm looking at. She don't have no tattoos.
Well, you better keep.
Oh, maybe they got her showing her good. I mean, her other side or something. Oh, okay. I can see.
Her whole right arm is fully sleeved.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. Well, is she not smoking hot?
She's all right.
Come on now.
I'm not. I don't. She's okay. I mean,
see, I'm with Eddie, dude. She's an 11. I think she's fire as hell too.
I guess. Nah. I'm like a dark hair, big booty type of girl. I don't know.
Chicks,
I mean,
you want one of the backwoods chicks with the biff hanging out and
the what?
6 teeth in her mouth,
the
and her
what?
cowboy boots on?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, I don't know
you don't
why.
go that way. You don't swing that way, anyways. Don't you? You like the dude?
Oh,
don't you?
I swing around sometimes. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, women are beautiful. Women are beautiful, you know. But hey,
that is true.
I will judge them though, real quick. No, I'm just playing.
I think a lot of people judge people not on purpose, just because
I think I judge myself worse than anybody should.
Right.
I know I got to stop talking up here so much because before too long, Mr. X and Jim Terry gonna be through with me. They keep hearing me talk, telling all my business and stuff. Now they can learn it about me. They're gonna be like, we got to get rid of her.
Whatever. That's not true.
Who's that hood girl on the panel? Shut up.
We're like, we don't even know how she got up here, man.
You see how he hurried up and called it? He wants a little flavor. I'm just joking.
CDC dogs. I wear cowboy boots every day as well. I wear Ariats. They're the only ones them and Red Wings are the only ones.
Red Wings.
That make my size.
I got some good work boots.
Red Wing and Ariat boots. Yeah,
what
they're expensive, but they're worth it.
I feel like I'm missing something. What's going on with Santa? Am I missing?
I think
Mr.
X
one of those
asking
in the
about
cold
it,
things, she's a little out there and stuff.
Hey, reindeer scooter.
Hey guys, I just got a text message and I got offered to come on a panel over there on Outlaw Video on next Wednesday at 9 p.m. And I was going to ask if you guys, if I do that, will you guys come over there and see what he's about too? And that would be greatly appreciated if you guys will follow me over there. Let me call Mr. X. Mr. X, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm back.
He's back with a new villain.
Hello,
sir. So anyway, so I just got a text message from Outlaw Video. He wanted me to come up on his panel tomorrow. Went next Wednesday. And I said, I told him, yeah, sure, I'll come up on his panel tomorrow, because he came over here on my panel, and I think I should show the same respect, because he came over here on my panel. I should go over there and show what's up on his panel, and we'll see how it goes there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really don't. I know his show's about music. I know his show's about music, but I really don't know too much about what he's into, you know what I mean? So I don't know why he wants to bring me up on the panel for it. I don't know. I don't have a guitar. I don't have all I have is what I have here, you know what I mean? I don't know why he's. Yeah, but I'll check it out, see what's it about.
Here's the thing that happened with him. He had a good show. Things were going well and this and that. But then obviously something happened between him and Gina, and I don't know the full story, don't really care, but he started playing his music like on a loop. And people were like, some people are like, okay, you played 30 seconds of the song, but he was playing it for like 10 times in a row. And people were like, fuck this. And it went from like having about 100 or 80 or whatever it was to like 12. And people started saying, I'm just going to shut off the music and just listen and chat. So it's like, I don't understand. I never understood why he did it. And I don't think all the songs are bad or anything. It's not about that, but it's just like, you got to play any song on a loop like that over and over. People are going to take off, So I think that's what happened. And then people, I don't know if he took a break from it.
Yeah, I think so. Toe Jam, thank you for the super sticker at $5. Thank you, Toe Jam. Good, go Johnny. He says, "Go Johnny." Yeah, and
Mr. X, did his show just not really just take off? Because like everybody was saying, like he was getting peen bombed or whatever all the time, or putting up stuff for shock value for Gina.
I don't know about that. I didn't see any of that. The reason I stopped going on there is because you had all the degenerate haters, you know, the 4 or 5. He had no moderators. And I told him from the very beginning, I was like, you need to get moderators, because to come on the show or to even come in the chat, it's not fun if, you know, people are doxing each other. There's just like, you know, obviously, you know, there you want it to be kind of wide open. But if you're getting continuously attacked, I'm not going to go on a show and allow anybody to attack me or humor them unless I'm ready to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make an entire show of your show or somebody else's show, his show, about somebody attacking me and I just sit there. It's like, it's kind of a waste of my time.
Yeah.
You know?
Sense.
So, like, yeah, when we're going to say something, we're going to say something.
Right.
So I was like, dude, you need to get moderators and fix this stuff. Then he was getting, I think, porn bombed, all this other stuff. And it's just like, it became not fun. Like, here's the other one. Like, here's what, not Outlaw Video TV, but Chop Sector TV screwed up. He had like 10 people on there and everybody's talking over each other. And I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I listened to Chop Sector for a while when you went on there. Jim was on there for a while.
Yeah, we were having fun. Yeah, and I was doing like bits and all that kind of stuff, but then started talking like people were just talking trash about nothing. There was like 3 conversations kind of going on within 10 people. And here's the big thing. Chop Sector TV said he would do something from his show. He never came on the show. He never contributed. We helped him first before he ever did anything for us. I mean, he doesn't owe us anything, but it's like, well, this is not fun. Plus, he's not kind of doing anything for the show like he said he would. We're out of here. No hard feelings or anything, but
why wouldn't he go? Why wouldn't he go over and cut Michelle's hair? Is it really that bad of a neighborhood that he won't even go there?
I guess so. I don't know. But, I mean, you don't go and offer that kind of stuff. And then he said, you know, how about I don't go and do it? I'll get somebody else to do it. Okay, great. You know, it just didn't, just nothing. That happens a lot with us where somebody will pitch an idea, like, come and do this. Or come over to my show because they hope people follow and then give them money. I mean, let's be honest. You know, that's part of the reason, Johnny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come over my show and bring all those people who are super chat and have them come over here. Now, if they're not monetized, that's one thing. But Danielle's situation is different because she's doing a reading. She's been around. She's got a job. You know, It's not a glom on, as I call it.
I still want a reading from her. I don't know about all that shit. But
William, I agree with you, sir. I agree with you. And Ruben Sanchez, thank you for the super chat. Don't get excited, Johnny. Mr. X, I got a question for you, sir. It was on my mind.
Yeah.
Let me ask you why it's on my mind. Now, what time is Jim Terry coming on? Because I don't want to go. I don't want to run into his hours that he's supposed to be coming on. It's sick. We almost been on the show here for 2 hours, and he told me it's going to be on. He's be coming on an hour from.
It's so. I think it was set for 6:30, but there's no way that it's going to happen that fast, which is 10 minutes from now. But I just know that it's VIP plus. I know that it's going to come on when he gets to wherever that, because he's going to do the shower thing tonight. That's what's happening. Right. It's going to be VIP plus only, and I mean, we kind of owe it to the VIP plus members to give them something different and unique. But so yeah, it's just whenever Jim gets there. I'm not even back at the place. I'm driving right now. You know.
Okay.
Right.
So
when I was texting Ruben earlier, I was at a Big Lots and then I was getting my hair cut.
Are you getting a haircut?
Big Lots?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting his hair did.
Yeah, you know what I got? I'll show it tonight on tonight's show. You know that lady? I can't remember her name. It might be Blue Diamond. She has a husband that works at Jack's Beef Jerky or Jack's Links or whatever.
Yeah, the jerky
okay.
Yep.
I don't know if she's in the chat right now because I'm driving. I can't see it, but they had not Halloween, but a Christmas thing with a giant Yeti. What is it? Coffee mug, and inside of it had like a wrapping of Jack's Beef Jerky. You know what I mean? Like as a Christmas gift. You know, it was one of those little ones that you give at offices or whatever.
Yep.
So it was 75% off at Big Lots. I got it for like 90 cents.
Do you drink coffee, Mr.
Hell
X?
yeah.
Not often, but I got it for a friend of mine. Her birthday's coming up, so I was like, okay, we're always talking about Bigfoot and alien and all that stuff, so I got it for her. Little does she know that I spent 90 cents on it.
Shit, I use that thing all the time. The Yeti tumbler.
Them Yetis
I
are
don't
expensive.
coffee,
Hell.
but
Oh shit!
Yeah, that beef jerky's expensive. Then there was also something that was like a Yeti thing. It's like kind of a toy that poops out candy, and I got that for her too. I mean, I'm gonna get her something like nicer, but I just saw that in there. I was like, oh, she'll like those kind of two things, so I got it for her. But
If
fucking
you
bust.
don't like it, you can send it to the ghetto fabulous queen over here. It's like,
Yeah. And here's another thing. I stopped by the mailbox, and as Desiree Parker told me, I have now gotten the $22 class action suit. I did that show. Desiree Parker said that she got her first ever class action suit. Ironically, I did it too, and I got the check for it now as well. It's the first time I've been in the mailbox like 5 days. So I don't go into Culver City too often. The one that you sent to, Sloth?
Yeah.
Near Sony, I don't go there every day. I go there like once every 5 days. So I went there and I saw it. I mean, if I know something's coming, I'll go out there. But I was getting my hair cut there anyways, and yep, there's a check.
let me get that.
Oh, from YouTube?
No, this is a check from when I did that show about class action suits and focus groups and all that kind of stuff. And I said, if you do these, because people were complaining about the VIP Plus member. I always never forget that guy that said $6.99 right now in his life is like $699. And I was like, well, you could do class action suits and you just fill them out all on that website and you get these little checks like $20 or $30. I've gotten one for almost $1,200 before. You just find ones that you fit into and you fill them out. You don't even need proof. Okay. So a lot of them take place in California too, like robocalls and all that kind of shit. You fill them out. Right. Next thing you know, you forget about it. 5-6 months later, there's a check that comes in for $20. And I did that show 2 or 3 months ago. Guess what? A check came in for $22. That's 3 months of Jim Terry VIP. It's exactly like I said. Especially if somebody needs $6.99 that's important to them. Forget about the VIP. Just go get something for yourself. Go get a fucking half tank of gas or something. Quarter tank.
Hey, Mr. X, let me get through some of these super chats, Mr. X, real quick.
Go ahead.
CDC dogs come in at $9.99. Johnny, you and you guys are always cracking me up. Includes the chat. I love all your inspirations. But my favorite thing is unique sour sound. And then we got another one. And then we got another one. Another super chat from CDC dogs.
Nice.
And here goes the siren. I guess there's somebody else trying to come up right now. Who this is right here?
Who is it?
I guess we got a new member.
Danny Ellie. Danny Ellie. Speaking of the lady of the hour, Danny Ellie, I'm glad that you came up on the show tonight. I appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? So real quick, we want you to tell your stories about your children's past lives. And so we can go ahead and before we get out of here, so we can go watch Jim Terry to go take a shower.
You want to go watch Tim's Cherry? No.
Yeah, I want to watch Jim Terry take a shower. Yeah.
No.
I've been waiting for this.
Me too.
As Jim is taking a shower, by the way, Sloth, as Jim's taking a shower, and this is for Toe Jim, I'm not sure if he's here or not, but I will be washing my feet live on the show.
Oh, really? You're going to be washing your feet too?
I will be washing my feet, my filthy feet, live on the show as Jim is taking a shower. This is like, Sopranos final episode level entertainment here.
Right?
Mr. X got like some hobbit feet and shit.
Yes, I do.
That's gonna be awesome.
Are you blacking the screen out and we just gotta listen to him take a shower?
Yeah, Jim. I mean, you're not gonna actually feel like he's gonna go Avatar while he's taking a shower, and then I'll pop up live. I'll come off Avatar, and then I'll be washing my feet, and you can hear him taking a shower. I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be nude. We couldn't do that.
I know.
So-
And you know what, Golden Eagle, whatever. And she says, wait, hold up. Johnny is hot for Jim.
You got that super sticker.
Oh, yeah, I got another super sticker. From Sophie, $2. Wait, I went too fast. $2. And she says, get a real siren.
No way.
He's a
You
real
got
siren. Johnny's a real siren.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Shorts and with no shirt.
Yeah, there you go. I can't.
Mr. X,
That sounds like a cat. It sounds like a cat, really, don't it, Mr. X?
Out as a siren and it ends as a cat.
So,
What's going on, Danielle?
Danielle, you got some story?
Yeah, but real quick, I just wanted to tell Mr. X, I had just turned on the show and I actually heard what you were saying about me, and I wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate that because like Robbie had kind of hurt my feelings the other day when he was like telling me that I'm trying to like grift off you guys and stuff, because I was like, anytime I've gone on there, I've been invited, and I don't like go over there and try to like, you know, get money from people or like nothing.
No, you are not like that. And Sloth is not like that either. We're not talking about people like you. We're talking about people like who want to come on the show, and like Sloth obviously paid his dues. He ate butter. He went down to fucking Long Beach. He's come on the show. He's talked about his past. You've been around since before that. But what you will see, and I'm not even saying this of Outlaw Video TV, don't get me wrong, but what I'm telling you is people will try to do that. As you guys, as Danielle, as you probably know.
Yeah, I appreciate you acknowledging that I didn't do that to you guys, because that was never.
No problem.
I actually like hanging out and talking and, you know, all that stuff. So, but yeah.
There you go. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, you can't pay too much attention to Robbie when he's on them White Claws.
Yeah, he must have been drinking or something, huh?
Yeah, I was like, he obviously
technically
only watches the show when he's there, because he has no idea what happened when I was on there and stuff. Like,
I mean, I dig Robbie and everything, but you know, sometimes he has to be put in check real quick.
And what I wondered too, and I'm just going to say this just in the sake of being fair, is I wonder if he was using his website, that Celt TV or whatever it is, to use Jim's content to either try something out, to test something out. I don't know if he has enough content, but he said on the show if he had anything interesting, he'd do it on his show. Well, then what are you doing there? You know, that's like, you know, kind of was a red flag a little bit, but it's like, is he doing that to test content out, or is he working for somebody else out so they could watch something and it doesn't really get monetized that way? I mean, it's just, I mean, we're down for anything, but it's just like, let us know, especially let Jim know. And it shouldn't be a surprise that you can't get a hold of him. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, I can't get a hold of him. So it's not like he's ignoring Robbie.
Johnny, you missed the super sticker, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, get it. I'm going to run real quick and I'll see you guys back. All right, I'm out.
Okay, Mr. X. Okay.
Are you going to sign those, Johnny?
Where was the super sticker at?
I believe it's Golden Eagle. It's you gotta go up or down or.
Okay, let me see where it's at.
Eagle said, "Notice that Johnny didn't deny it."
Well, for $2. Why didn't you read it?
Oh, right there. There it is, right there. Golden Eagle, a superstar sticker. Notice that Johnny did not deny it. between me and you, Golden Eagle, whatever.
You got right there, King Simone.
I feel like
be right back.
Need help?
You gotta take a phone call.
Hey guys, hey Ruben, will you take over for a minute? I gotta go help bring some stuff upstairs real quick. Will you do? Will you take over?
Yeah.
And tell your story, Danielle, too. Tell your story.
Okay. So basically,
that's it. You're out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
it's not that big of a deal. Just my son, when he was really little, he would like, I would catch him like kind of talking to himself or whatever, and I would be like, "Who are you talking to?" And he'd be like, "My sister," and I'm like, "You don't have a sister," because all he had at the time was an older brother from his dad, and I don't have any other kids. And he was like, "No, it's from my past life in the future." And I was like, looking at him, and he'd be like, "You can't see her because she didn't live right now. You don't know her." And it just was like really weird to me, because it wasn't like an imaginary friend that, you know, like they expect everyone to see or play along with. Like, he was totally aware. He's like, "No, she's not from this lifetime." And then he would tell me how before he was born, he remembered looking through the TV screen, he would say, And he was looking at all the moms that there were to choose from, and that he picked me because I was the prettiest mom. And I was like, oh, so like it melted my little heart. And yeah, but it was really weird. And he would tell me how like in other lifetimes that on like other planets and dimensions and stuff, that in some of them you don't have to eat food, because if you're hungry, like you just feel full, like you ate, like that it's totally different than how it is here. And I was just like, man, it really like reinforced my feeling that I come from somewhere else and I don't belong here, because I feel like I don't relate to a lot of this like evil stuff that goes on in the world, you know? Like I feel like I definitely got sidetracked on my path to wherever I was going in the universe. And yeah, but that's it. And it's, when I ask him about it now, he doesn't really remember, but
Right.
that's when he was really young, like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5, when he very first started talking, because he had a speech delay. He had a speech delay, so he didn't start like really talking and speaking sentences and stuff until he was like about 4. But then it was like really quickly he started progressing into like these deep like topics like that, you know, when that's like the things he would start communicating to me about. And I'm like, well, you've been holding all that inside all this time? Like
That's pretty trippy, you know what I mean? And I think kids do see, you know what I mean? I think kids are innocent enough to still have that that thing that, you know what I mean, they are able to see things that as we get to adults that we either ignore, neglect, or just, you know, separate ourselves from, to not be able to see things and stuff like that, you know, of the spiritual nature.
well, yeah, because we're either told that it's wrong or that it's not true, or we're just busy with everyday life. I mean, like, I don't know if you were on the panel last night when Johnny was talking about like the gas going up 200%. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
we can barely struggle just to pay our bills and survive half the time, like let alone worry about some kind of spiritual growth or experience. You know, that's something that people really have to like take the time and set aside to work on within themselves. And a lot of people are just, they're not really willing to do that, or they don't have the desire to.
Right. I think, you know, a lot of times too, people don't like to be honest with themselves and realize that some things are not what they seem to be. And sometimes the truth hurts, you know.
Oh yeah, I've had a couple experiences in my life where like I was shown who I am, like up close and personal, and I had no choice but to like face my demons and my shadows and be honest with myself and be like, okay, bitch, this is what's going on and it's your fault and there's nobody to blame, and this is how we're going to dig ourselves out of this hole, you know?
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people don't want to do that inner work.
It's hard sometimes. It really is. I mean, like I said, you got to search, you know, you really got to search your insides and be honest with yourself. And people don't like to be honest with themselves, because then they have to realize, okay, well, fuck, I'm the problem, you know what I mean, so to speak, and I have to change, not for anybody else, not for everything else, but for yourself to start, you know. And then once you help yourself become a better person, then the things around you will start to change. You won't want to, you know, be with people who are just putting hate or negativity out there. And then that's another thing, you know, it's like when you start to do that, it seems like that shit tries to pull you in even more. And sometimes people get sucked back into the bullshit. Sometimes people don't.
Well, so when my son was really little, he was like 3 years old, and I actually lost custody of him to DCFS for 13 months. And I mean, it was me and his dad that contributed, you know, because we had some custody issues going on between the two of us, and you know, some words were said, and he tried to make me out to be worse than what the situation was. And I really resented him for that when it first happened, because then he gets custody of my son and I'm all like he didn't contribute to what just happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it made me really angry. But they court ordered me to do all kinds of like anger management and co-parenting classes and therapy. And I had the most amazing therapist. She was like this 72-year-old lady. And I said one day when I was in therapy, I said, he makes me so mad. And she said, no, stop right there. He doesn't make you mad. You make you mad. You allow him to get in your head, and that's what makes you mad. But you have a choice to not engage. Like, even the situation that got your child taken away from you, yeah, it wasn't right how it was all portrayed and how it happened, how it turned out, but you still have to be accountable for the fact that you could have made a different choice. You could have said something different. You could have hung up the phone. Like, and when you start being responsible for yourself and the choices that you are able to make within a situation, that's so empowering to know that you have that much more control over your own life. And we have to stop thinking that we can control other people. And when like I thought about that for weeks and weeks, and then I went back one day and I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, I can always make a different choice. I don't have to engage. And she was like, yeah, when there's only one person arguing, they just look like an asshole. It's not really an argument. So that's kind of like how I've learned to deal with people when they're really difficult and they try to engage you in that negativity and that fighting and all that. And it's like, you could just back up, you know, like you don't have to go back and forth with them. And eventually they'll get bored and they'll stop and they'll realize that they're the asshole. And if they don't, oh, well, you know?
Right. Well, there's a lot of things that, you know, people do. And I agree, you know what I mean? For the most part of what, you know, that therapist said and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I remember one time I got into an argument with my ex, and I told her, I said, you know, I was like, fuck, I fucking hate you. And she thought literally like that I fucking hated her. And she was like, then why are you with me? And I'm like, you don't fucking get it. I don't hate you, but I hate the way you make me feel sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to fucking argue, especially about some stupid shit. But she know how to push my buttons. She's like one person that know how to push my buttons to get me from like 1 to 100 and shit. And so when I said that, you know what I mean? I'm like, you just don't get it. That's not what I'm saying, you know. But she didn't think like me, you know what I mean? She didn't get things that I would say, and she would take them out of context, and then I would have to sit there and try to explain the shit. And then I just got fucking tired of it, trying to explain shit, you know. And it's not that I'm smarter or anything like that. It's just like, well, if you don't want to take the time to you know, think about it, then what's the point of me saying anything at all?
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but I feel like when you tell someone you hate them, like, you're not going to say that to somebody that you've never really cared for. Like, you can only hate someone because you love them. Like, the opposite of love is not hate. It's actually indifference. So I feel like hate is just, you know, it's on the opposite end of the love spectrum, but it's still a form, you know, of love, or it comes from a place of love, because that's what creates that passion within you that can like get you that heated, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes we say things that we don't mean, or you know, we take, you know, our anger and our own emotional feelings and shit like that, and we take them, and you know, like, I'm speaking for myself, and sometimes I can blow them up out of perspective. But it's also too, it's little shit, you know. Like, I'm a person that the little bullshit, I'll let it go. You know what I mean? It's like these things that I've let go, didn't acknowledge them, just whatever. But at a certain point in time, it's like playing that game. I think it's called Jenga with them blocks. You pull them blocks, and then all of a sudden shit falls down. It's like that. Well, you know, you let all this shit go, let all the small shit go, and then here comes something that is really kind of insignificant, but you got all this shit built up, and then you just fucking snap. And when you snap, it's over the top. You know what I mean? And it's like it's not bearing for what, you know, had came at you. And
yeah, I do the same thing. I'll take a lot before I finally blow up. But that's what, like, in my relationship now, I'm trying to really work on sticking to my boundaries and not allowing things to just get let go. And it'll be like minor things, but I know exactly what you're talking about, that's what will happen after you let like this little thing go that bothers you, that little thing go, then all of a sudden it just hits you. So it's like you kind of have to like set your boundaries from day one and like not budge on certain things. That way you don't end up getting that like that resentment and that stuff built up within you.
Right. Let me read this super chat. Equalizer with the $5. Lick them in the front, stick them in the back. Pretty much. You know, I worked with this dude, this old white dude. His name is Dave.
I'm back.
And like, so I would go to work. I wouldn't take my shit that would happen at home and take it to work, and I wouldn't take work home with me. But I'm the kind of person also that it shows. Like I wear my feelings on my shoulders and shit. And this one day I'm working with this old man Dave, and he's like, you know, what's going on, Ruben? I'm like, nothing, man. You know, I just try to play it off like whatever, right? And he's like, no. He goes, you know, you could talk with me, man. Everybody notices it. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna say nothing to you, but you know, everybody sees that there's some shit going on. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. All right. So I let him know what was going on, and he's like, look, next time you and your ex, you know, my fiance at the time, whatever, get into an argument, if you can, stop. You know what I mean? Like me, stop myself. And then if I can, you know, first of all, remember what the first thing that the argument was started, right? Remember the first thing that started off with the argument. And then try to, you know, if she can, stop her and ask her, what was the very first thing that started off this argument? And I hate to say this, ladies, but for the most part, they can't figure it out.
Yeah, half the time you don't even know.
And he didn't tell me. The other part was when this happens, she's going to get madder and madder because she can't figure it out. And I'm like, well, I know what it was. You know what I mean? So then when you do, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, you know what? This is what was the first thing, you know? So then you start the first thing and you say, okay, you know what? No. We're not going to go any further until we figure out the first thing. You know what I mean? It's not, let's start this. And then all of a sudden, fucking 10 minutes later, we're way the fuck out in left field about some other bullshit. And then it just leads to fucking name calling and some other bullshit. And it's like nothing gets solved. So you always start with the very first thing. You don't let it get out of hand. You have communication skills, and it's like you don't have to yell at each other. You can say things to each other without being assholes to each other. And you either compromise or you learn to disagree and be able to disagree with somebody. You know what I mean? And that's it. What was the second thing? Okay. Then we go on to the second thing. So on and so forth. And I thought about that. And so I did that. And yeah, she didn't like that very much.
Let me read this super sticker real quick. Equalizer, $5. Lick them in the front, stick them in the back. Thank you, Equalizer. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You've always had your words of wisdom over here. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it.
You know, and then like towards the end of the relationship and stuff, you know what I mean? I learned that like what real forgiveness is, you know what I mean? You could tell somebody like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry for what I said, but I said it because of this and that. And it's like, well, fuck you. You know what? That's not a real apology. I'm sorry for the things that I said and that I did, you know, regardless of what, you know, put me to that point. I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I'm sorry for what I've done, you know, my mistakes, my this, my that, for saying this, for saying that, and so on and so forth. And that's that, you know what I mean? They can either accept it or not, but at least, you know, I truly apologize genuinely from my heart. And
yeah, it's called being accountable, which is what we should all do. We should be accountable for our own actions without the expectation of anybody else doing anything or feeling any kind of way or whatever in return. We just have to do it because it's the right thing to do.
right. And she said,
Well,
she said, well,
that's because
I'm
you got to
sorry
use your
too.
words, not your fists.
Right. Right. She said, I'm sorry too. And I'm like, okay, for what? She was like, everything. And I was like, everything? I'm like, what's everything? She goes, everything. I'm like, okay, so you're sorry for like world hunger, shit that goes on in other countries, you know what I mean? And I was just like, enough is enough. I'm done with the bullshit.
Yeah,
Said
that's
what I
just
had to
going
say.
through the motions, like trying to give you what she thinks you want to hear, but not really knowing what it is she's supposed to be accountable for.
She knows, but she just don't want to fucking do it. She don't want to say it. She don't want to admit it. You know what I mean? Because then a lot of times maybe she's wrong. You know what I mean? But I could admit for the
Women are
wrong
never
things that I've
wrong.
done.
See, that's where you went wrong, Ruben. You're thinking the women thinks they're wrong. They're never wrong, man. Ever. Even when they're wrong, they're not wrong.
Right.
At least most
Yeah,
of them.
I'm not that person though. You know what I mean? I'm like, well,
Right.
fuck. If you're wrong, then you're
Secret to
wrong.
happiness. Be that person. I'm just playing.
Right. And
Well,
I'm like
Ruben,
this too. I'm not opposed to
that's
changing
where
my
the whole
views
give and take
if
comes
I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, fucking, you
Very
gotta,
true.
if you're gonna
I'm
come at
just
me, then
joking.
tell me.
I don't want a yes
Prove
man.
it.
I don't want nobody to just agree with me.
Well, it goes to the whole thing of you can agree to disagree.
Exactly.
If
That's it
somebody's
too.
going to take it that serious to where it splits you up or causes somebody to leave the house or any of that, that's a little overboard. But some arguments can get there and then get there pretty quick, especially if you got two dominant people, whether it's a dominant male and a dominant female or two dominant males, two dominant females, whatever it is, it can go bad real quick,
Right.
especially if you
That's
got a
why I
razor
can't
tongue.
man. Because
If you have a razor tongue, then you got to watch out because you can say some pretty hurtful shit that hurts people real bad.
Yeah, that's why that's why I don't like to argue and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just
Me
not
neither. I'd
used
rather
to doing
withdraw
this.
and isolate until I'm calm and then speak about it. Like, I hate when people want to push me to talk about stuff and fix it right now. And I'm like, oh, believe me, it is not going to get fixed if we talk about this right now. Like, that's all I'm saying. You need to give me time
That's one of
and
those
space.
things. That's one of those things where you're letting the little things go. You know what I mean? And I believe this is true. You know what I mean? You should never lay down with somebody in the same bed if you're angry. You know what I mean? It's like, well, let's talk about it. At least get to a point to where you're not like angry with this person. You can at least think about some shit and sleep on it or whatever. But you're gonna be like, no, I don't want to talk about shit. And it's like, well, fuck. You know what? If you don't want to talk about it, like if you don't love me enough to talk about these things with me, talk with me, not at me, then fuck off. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, no, I just mean like in that moment, like, when you have like that feeling, like that anxiety and rage and you're like angry about something, it's like, this is not the time to talk to me. Like, you better wait till I calm down, And then some people will try to like force it out of you. Like, no, I can't move on until, like, I can't go about my day until we talk about this and fix it. And it's like, but I'm telling you, I'm not in the place to fix things with you right now. Like, you need to give me 10, 20 minutes, like half hour to myself to breathe,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and try having that, but having somebody being bipolar with it, because my ex was bipolar.
Yeah.
So that was only intensified by 1,000 because she was that type of person. She wanted to deal with it now. And a lot of times I'm not that person because I do have a razor tongue. So
me too.
My mom
That's one of
me,
my boundaries that I'm trying to work on now, is being like, no, I have to wait to talk to you because this is not going to be healthy right now.
Right.
And
it
just causes more issues because you say hurtful things.
Yeah, I want to say this. You know what I mean? Like, by no means am I trying to make my ex out to be like this villain and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she had her part to play, but I had my shit, as well. So I'm just only going, just saying that, and I just, I don't want.
Well, you're just telling it from your perspective.
And shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm just telling it from the truth.
Right. Hey, you lived it, so absolutely.
Right.
But it's hard to deal with somebody who has mental illness, and maybe Johnny can come in on this because he has the bipolar stuff as well. So maybe from a gay perspective it's different, but I know from my feelings, and like I hated dealing with it right then because I do
Did
have
you
a
just
razor
say that?
tongue.
I'm
Huh?
sorry.
Say
From
what?
a gay perspective is different. What the
It
hell?
might be. I don't know.
Well, I
My,
mean, Johnny's
you
dealing
know,
with
from a
dudes and
gay
not
dude's
chicks,
perspective.
so I mean that's different from what
Yeah.
King's used to dealing with, you know.
Exactly. I don't know how a gay man that's bipolar would handle it versus a woman who's bisexual, because my ex-wife was bisexual. So I know a woman's perspective, many of them, but I don't know from a gay dude like Johnny. Maybe
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. My bipolar is way different from anybody else's. Okay, I got bipolar schizoaffective, and
Right.
what that is that I'm thinking there's always people out there to get at me or whatever. I got to keep watching over my back, and now because I'm on my medication, I don't have to do that no more. The medication has helped me be level minded, and I tell you, it's just I can only speak for myself. You know, before I was taking the medications and all that, I was very, very bad. And you can ask PZ. PZ,
So Johnny, were your outbreaks without medication? Were they extreme? You know, like when you were when you were manic, were they extreme?
they were very
outbursts?
extreme. They were very extreme. I always shout out. I always like lashed out at people, thinking.
Did you ever go do anything sexual? Because my ex-wife would, when she was a manic and wanted that feeling
No,
of. Okay.
no,
See, so,
my manic took it away from me.
See, and my ex-wife was the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And and I knew about it. I just didn't give a fuck. I'm not a jealous person. I don't
I got
care.
a question.
Where did Danny Ellie go?
I guess she left because I interrupted. Maybe I don't know. I probably shouldn't have.
Whatever. She said her laptop died.
What'd you do? She got mad at Ruben?
Arkansas
No,
starting
her
shit,
laptop
man, all the
died,
time.
Johnny. Look in the chat. She said her laptop died.
Oh, okay. My laptop died. I wasn't paying attention to the screen. And now I have to plug it in. LOL. You better plug it in, damn it.
Well, and living with somebody who is bipolar, Johnny, especially like I told you, one of my family members is schizoaffective as well. So I understand how that could be really hard without medication. I bet it was extremely hard for PZ to be around with such up and down roller coaster. I don't know if he's there to tell us, but I would imagine so, right?
Yeah, and
I was wondering, does do you think that, I mean, was it more so when you were on substances and stuff, would that like intensify you know what I mean? Make
yeah.
things to the 10th power worse, I would imagine, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering, like after since you sobered up and stuff. Shut up, girl.
Oh, there's the baby.
You done broke loose. Anyway,
there's the baby.
I'm wondering if it's, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm saying, but I can't never say nothing, right? I'm gonna be quiet now. Thank y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, I think Georg's right with that. I think a lot of bipolar people lean towards the amphetamine family. I don't know why that is, but my ex was one of them as well, who leaned to the amphetamine family, and so did all her brothers and sisters, who all have mental illness as well. Most of them are either bipolar or something similar to that, and every one of them chose the amphetamine family.
Miss T,
I don't know why.
Miss T, would you like to come up on the panel and tell your story about your children's past lives?
I think it's because people with like the bipolar and stuff, you know what I mean? They can sleep forever and they feel so tired.
Right.
And then, they get tired of being tired. And then they get up on that meth, and then it's like, fuck, what the fuck happened here?
And then they become trouble.
Ruben, send Miss T a link.
Yes, sir.
Please, if you don't mind.
Probably the
Miss T, Ruben's sending you a link right now, okay? If you want to come up, I don't know.
My ex stopped with the amphetamine stuff and went more with and I say amphetamines because she was on the Adderalls, not the illegal stuff. So she switched from that completely off before our first kid was born. She quit doing everything: alcohol, cigarettes.
Oh, okay, Ruben. Never mind. Her voice is almost gone, Ruben.
And just when she actually transferred that to ganja, smoking ganja all the time.
Did you
Crazy
say
thing
abort
is,
mission?
she never touched, huh?
Abort mission?
Abort mission?
Abort mission, Johnny?
What's that
Yeah,
mean?
abort mission. Abort mission.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Okay,
talking about stuff?
Miss T, you're out of here.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, we have 90 people in the chat room. We have 59. We have 59 likes. So there's 11.
Equalizer wants a link, Johnny.
So there's 11 people. There's 11 people that has not hit the like button. Hit that like button, guys. In or out?
Yeah,
You're leaving.
hit the like button.
Hit the like button so the baby don't cry.
Yeah, hit the like button so the baby don't cry.
Or Sea Org's gonna time you out.
Yeah.
Not really, but.
Hey, Johnny.
There's Robbie. Shout out to Robbie.
Wants the links.
I'm sending him one now.
Okay.
I meant to ask Mr. X if he was going to take the baby on a Hollywood tour or something. Give me a look.
Oh, yeah.
Give her a
You've
little.
never been out west, huh? Arkansas?
No,
You've
never.
never been out west at all? What's
Never.
the farthest west you've came?
Well, because you said what now?
How far west have you actually came?
I've
like
not
other
been anywhere west. Oklahoma is not west, so that's as far that way I've been.
states? Oh, okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
I've never been anywhere really, to be
Why
honest.
not? Just haven't wanted
Because
to?
I'm poor. Well, I was a single mom for like my whole life, so
Right.
and then once they just growed up just now, so now I'm broke. I mean, I don't even have, like they always say, I mean, if you can see it and dream it and stuff, then you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I sit and try to purposely think about what kind of dreams I would have, like what I want to, try to envision.
Well, have you ever done a
don't
vision
have
board or
to.
anything? Have you ever done a vision board?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, I was always just living in survival mode. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right. Oh, well,
that's
as
all
a single mom, I'm sure.
my mind focused so much on just surviving for so long that I don't even have dreams anymore. Like I couldn't even tell you out my mouth like what. That's why I ain't going nowhere in life, because I can't.
Well, Arkansas, that's not true. I think you still do have dreams, whether you want to say it or not. I think you still do, and I think you should do a vision board. Put down, and I don't know if people know what a vision board is.
Oh,
more or less,
very much it works too. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it does absolutely.
The sad thing
so
is,
why not do one now?
I know
You're not
I'm
old.
the one
You're
holding
not
myself
dead.
back. I tried it, but I mean, it's hard for me to.
See, you're doubting yourself. That's the
I know.
part.
I'm a super.
You need to stop
person.
doubting yourself so much and just go for it and let it go.
And I don't know how to break it. I know all the things that I'm doing wrong, and I don't know how to fix them. It's really crazy.
Right.
Really crazy.
There's a lot of people like that who self-destruct.
I'm the only thing holding my. I'm holding my own self back. That's why I can't ever get anywhere. I'm like.
Well, why? Why is that? Are you afraid?
I have limiting beliefs.
Fear.
It's limiting beliefs. I'm stuck I have a poor mindset. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. But the weird thing is a lot of people with a poor mindset want to change that so it drives or motivates them to get up out of poverty.
I know. I do want to.
You were comfortable that way.
I guess I'm stuck in that. I don't go out for stuff. I don't take the, I feel like I'm not deserving maybe, or I never can have it because of my past or my, upbringing. I don't know. It's just limited beliefs.
Was it because you lived that your whole life, that lifestyle, that's all you know and that's what you're comfortable with? I know the baby's in the background, but does that make you feel like it's your comfort zone having to live like that?
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Let me stop.
You're good. Take care of the baby. You're fine. I know how that goes. They don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have her on there doing that. I really wanted to hear what you said, though.
No, I was just saying. Go ahead, Johnny.
I said we like the baby. We like the baby sounds.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Is it because you've lived like that your whole life, so that's your comfort zone? Because my ex-wife was the same way. She, like I said, she was the queen of the trailer park. And even though I provided a nice life for her, she still liked or wanted to go back to that trailer park type living.
No, not at all. I've always wanted something different for sure. I think it's, I don't feel like I fit in or belong or I'm worthy or whatever. I don't know what it is. I was just, somebody instilled that in me somewhere down the road somehow.
It sounds like you've lived in an area that's so small-minded or close-minded that you need to get yourself out of there and somewhere that, like California is a good melting pot of everything. That's why so many people go there. So is Las Vegas. If you don't want to live in California, Vegas is another good big melting pot of anybody, everybody, characters of all shapes and sizes. But I think you would really blow your mind if you ended up going out to a place like that where you could really see the diversity of life versus what you're used to living where you are, if that makes sense.
I think she's afraid of change.
Yeah, a lot of people are, Ruben. A lot of people are.
Word.
But, I like change because usually whether it's progressing or degressing, I still learn something.
Right.
Being in your little daily bubble of safety, yeah, it's nice and it's comfy, but at the end of the day, what are you really learning other than just to survive like Arkansas is?
Right. Like I'm sorry, Equalizer, how are you doing? I don't mean to not let you talk, buddy.
I'm all right. I'm just listening.
I'm sorry about that. No, I mean, I stay like mega not depressed, but I'm just like, I don't want this to be it. Like, this is all I'm gonna do. Never do anything, see anything. I'm hella smart. I got all kinds of degrees and licenses and all kinds of stuff, and I don't do anything with it because, and I'm in Arkansas is a poor state too, by the way. I mean, kind of, the income and all that stuff. It ain't, it ain't the best. Anyway, I don't know. And I guess I don't manage money well. I don't have money to manage, really. I just make it paycheck to paycheck, in my opinion. Right. But that might be my own fault. I don't know.
Hey, Johnny. Yeah. I don't want to break everybody up, but Jim's show's starting now, just to let everybody know. So I know you didn't want to go into Jim's showtime, but I want to hear some more from Arkansas and about her stuff, if she'll share it with us afterwards.
Yeah, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Yep.
I have your email. I'm going to end this broadcast in a minute. Yep. And I'm gonna start my new one after Jim goes off, okay? Because a lot of people can't find my show, so that's why I went ahead and did another show tonight. There's going to be an after show after Jim gets done, okay? So you're more than what you can come back on the panel tonight, okay? If you want to.
Okay, sorry, Equalizer, I didn't mean to.
Oh, no worries. I got here late. I had no idea you guys were on.
Equalizer, you can, if you're not working, Equalizer, you can come back on the panel tonight too with me, Ruben, and
I probably will.
Okay, because he said he wasn't going to be on that long. So, everybody, let's go ahead and go to Jim's channel. Put the link in the chat room, Melissa, so we can all see the link. Oh, there it is, right there. Hit that link and go over to see Jim J.
Right on to the real, death to the face.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for so much. Toe Jim, there is going to be an after show. Thank you for the super sticker, $5. Toe Jim, there will be an after show. Toe Jim, just for you. We're going to do it just for you, Toe Jim. And we'll guys see you later. And until next time, Maddie, nice to see you.
From Arkansas, Johnny, I want to see more from her. I want to talk to her more because I want to help her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. She's going to come back up tonight.
Word.
I got you, King Simone. I got you. This is a very good story. I want to hear it too.
West Coast.
Well, bring her out to the West Coast. To the West Coast. To the West Coast.
I really do.
We're so fabulous. We're so fabulous. And let me tell you about a little something about everybody. The chat room is knocking down easy. Look at that. It's going down big time, bro. 61. We had 90 people there and down and went down to 61.
Well, yeah, we're going to finish this conversation after the show, though. You guys go watch
I ain't watching no motherfucker take a shower, I'll tell you that.
And don't forget to call PZ. Don't forget to call PZ, King.
Yeah, is he available now or no?
No, not now.
Okay. I'll call him in a little bit.
Okay, he's not
going to go watch Jim take a shower, so.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let's go watch that.
Johnny, don't get excited.
All right, Equalizer. I'll see you later, Equalizer. I'll see you later, Equalizer.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Hey, Ruben. I'll see you later, Ruben. Hey, Ruben. I'll send you guys the link too. Okay, the new link.
Word.
Okay.
Word. Out of here.
Well, John,
out of here. What's that, bro? Oh, what's that? What was that, King?
I just said we'll finish this talk after the after show. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
You got to give us an outro, Johnny, just like you always do.
An outro?
Johnny, a.k.a. Gay Sloth. Let's hear it.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny Yarbrough, a.k.a. Gay Sloth, and I'll see you in a little while. Peace.
Peace.
To the Middle East. Out of here.